Alright, I want to express my views on junk food. Alright, I'm not totally against junk food. My philosophy is this: healthy foods is the best. But if you can't eat healthy foods, then junk food is better than no food. Okay? So, that's what you should strive towards, eating healthy foods. But the reality of the situation is there's a lot of junk food out there. A lot of us work busy lives. Very few people cook consistently because it takes time. And because people don't lack time, they just want to eat something quick. And most of the things that they eat quick usually are not too healthy. Okay? So, what I recommend for people that live busy lives, they do have this thing, called the Foreman grill. And you just plug it into the outlet, and you can just throw like a chicken breast on there, a steak, even a hamburger, and then you just close the grill, and then it cooks it, and what it does is it drips down all the fat, which I think is really, a good equipment. It drips all the fat away, and you'll see like chunks of fat, saturated fat, all dripping out of that meat. And I think it makes the meat a lot healthier than if you cooked it in a pan. So that's something that you can look into. But as far as junk food is concerned, what I say is when you shop for food, what I recommend is every time you buy something to eat, look at the nutrition facts. Alright, there should be a total fat, grams, and then it'll show like saturated fat, how many grams, and then it'll show like protein, alright, how many grams. My rule of thumb is that I won't eat anything that has a higher amount of fat than protein. So say if I'm grabbing like some hamburger meat, and the fat content is like 23 grams of fat, and the protein's only 18 grams, then I won't buy that. Okay? But say the fat content is like 10 grams, and the protein is like 18 grams, then I would consider eating that. Alright? And also what you want to pay attention to is the fat content of, if it's mainly saturated fat. Saturated fat is like the worst fat that you could have. So you don't want any, you want the least amount of saturated fat as you could get. So if most of the fat, say it's 10 grams of fat and it's 8 grams of saturated fat, out of the 10 grams of fat, 8 grams of saturated fat, that's really bad. But say it's 10 grams of fat and 2 grams of fat is saturated fat, then that's not too bad. Because most of the other fats, like monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, are actually healthier for you. So that's my rule of thumb of when you're shopping for food. Try to get food that has more protein than fat. Okay. Like I said, I'm not totally against junk food. I mean, I eat. It's not like I don't eat like any type of food that has like fat or no, grease or anything like that. I mean, I eat like pizza every now and then. I'll eat fried chicken every now and then. Maybe once every couple weeks, or maybe once every month, I'll eat some fries, stuff like that. I'll eat chocolate every now and then. Sometimes I'll eat some cookies. But you'll notice that once you start eating healthier, and you start cutting out a lot of sweets, and you start eating more lean meats opposed to like fattening meats, then you'll see that your body kind of negatively reacts to when you start eating like really fattening stuff. You'll start feeling your energy levels will go down when you start eating more fattening foods, and you just like if you start eating a lot of sweets, then you just feel like you just don't even feel like eating it anymore. So then you'll naturally, once you start eating healthier, you'll naturally notice that you'll start naturally turning away from a lot of this junk food. Alright, But there are times when you might crave it, like maybe once every couple weeks or maybe once a week. You might crave for like like a hamburger or something like that, and it's okay to eat that. But what's not okay is if you start eating a hamburger every single day for lunch. Hamburger and fries every single day. I mean, that's just really not good for you. I haven't drank pop for many years, and even if I try to drink pop now, I kind of get sick. And that's kind of what happens if you cut out some of this food. When you try to go back to it, your stomach won't take it. And I think that's kind of a good thing, is training your body to not allow these type of fattening foods or these type of substances or whatever inside your body. So I'm not like I said, I'm not totally against junk food, but what I don't drink at all, really, I don't drink alcohol. I don't believe people should smoke, or you know, basically the obvious things that you shouldn't do that are just have no benefit to you whatsoever. I just don't advise it. But as far as foods are concerned, like I said, if you're hungry, you got nothing else to eat, and you just got to eat a burger or something, I'd rather have, I advise people to eat rather than not to eat. Okay, it is hard nowadays to eat healthy, in the fast-paced life that we live. A lot of people don't have time to cook, like I said. But what I said about the Foreman grill, you could just throw meat on there and cook it really quick, and the fat will drip off. Get some veggies on it, eat a salad or something for your vegetables. Eat some rice, eat spaghetti, eat bread. Those are really quick things. You eat spaghetti with some meat sauce, with some spaghetti sauce. I mean, there's things that you can cook up really quick. Eat some tuna, eat some macaroni and cheese. Things that are really quick to make. Doesn't take much time. Make some sandwiches, stuff like that. That's what I advise. So that's my views on junk food. And slowly but surely, you start eating healthier, your body will get accustomed to that food, and you'll notice that you'll start feeling a lot better when you eat healthier.